Приветствуем. Пришла в голову мысль заскочить к рабочему месту, чтобы посмотреть, можно ли что сейчас изготовить. И получилось найти письмо и пару ингредиентов. Ну, разумеется, письмо оно важнее. Бирмингем, 27 октября. Привет, сестренка. Как дела в большом городе? Здесь не очень хорошо. Похоже, тут снова серьезная инфлюенса. И в квартале много больных. Помнишь мисс Шеллер, старуху-пьяницу с 3-го этажа? Она умерла 2 дня назад, а ее квартиру уже заняли. Спать в кровати, в которой женщина только что умерла от инфлюенса. Я бы согласился только за огромные деньги. Извини, что не сразу нашла время, чтобы тебе ответить. И заботься о малыше Поле, маме, папе. Я работаю на заводе, так что времени написать любимой сестре не остается. Кстати, мой сын передает привет тете Пиппе. Видела бы ты этого сорванца. Он уже сводит меня с ума. А мама просит, чтобы в следующий раз ты привезла один из этих чудесных тортов. В прошлом месяце ты написала, что думаешь уйти из Пембургской больницы. Честное слово, Пип, не спеши с этим. На заводе всегда нужны рабочие руки, но платят хреново. Работа скучная, как день без раха. Кстати, у меня новый жених, и нет. Сучка моралистка, я не шлюха. Так что, если действительно хочешь заниматься не подсчетом трупов, а чем-то более полезным, то лучше оставайся в Лондоне и вступай в тот отряд, про который ты говорила. Стражи Прифна, да? Я никогда про них не слышала. Но если они такие, как ты говоришь, если это какое-то ополчение, которое хочет что-то изменить, то они тебе подойдут. Только ты не рвись в первые ряды. Мой бедный Билли так в Франции погиб. Слишком часто сгорел патрули. Проклятая война. В общем, возвращайся скорее. А до того сообщи мне все хорошие новости. Любишь тебя сестра, Люси, Пол, мама и папа. Стоп. Это же вроде бы она, да?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Это очень опасно для нее вступать в стражи Привена. И да, тут случайно наткнулся на какого-то горожанина. Ну, в смысле, одного из жителей больницы. Вот он.
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, no one has claimed your body, sir, so it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables. I will not forget you, sir, and I thank you for your generous donation.
Продержите данных. Ага, должен врача по ошибке. Это, наверное, тот, чье письмо мы читали. О том, что он обладает навыками, хоть и не обладает образованием. Надо его перехватить. Не могу сказать, что я его осуждаю. Каждый выживает как может.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
Еще этот момент. Вот здесь я хотел узнать, где они могут прятаться. Я сказать, что я не то, что его сильно осуждаю. В конце которым делаются относительно безобидные вещи. Но тем не менее.
It never ceases to amaze me how...
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague. Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Tell me the truth about your appointment as a medic during the war, Rakesh.
The regiment administration appointed me by mistake. I had to learn the job on the spot, sir. Very hard, sir, but I rose to the challenge.
You can't impersonate a doctor. You can't improvise a medical education. People could die at your hands.
You're absolutely right, sir. But as a field surgeon, it was more like being a butcher.
Do you believe you have really helped these people?
My ratings were within the averages of the regiment. I saved lives, Dr. Reed. Does that not say enough about triage and war surgery?
Do you realize how many soldiers died because of that decision? You should have refused.
Yes, sir. I swear I did, sir. But no one listened. When the first wounded arrived, I had to do what I could.
It is an unbelievable story, Mr. Chadana.
It was a time beyond belief, Dr. Reed. But I'm happy not to deal with the wounded. I prefer caring for the dead now.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Ну, мы подключимся. Ясно. Торговка. Интересно. Я уж что-то не вижу здесь. Вот. Прямо перед глазами.
How did you get this job? After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No, I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
You should show respect for the dead. What about their loved ones who may treasure these items you sell?
The bodies I watch over are the unwanted and undesired, sir. I would never deprive anyone of their family artifacts.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
А это неожиданно. Потому что вот кажется, вот необходимо для сыворотки, которая восстанавливает кровь. Очень любопытно. Это хорошо, что мы можем приобрести реагенты.
It never ceases to amaze me how you, the dead, seem peaceful and lost at the same time.
Да. Думаю, все-таки надо добраться до рабочего стола. Кстати, верно? Неизвестно. Это я так умудрялся его игнорировать?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swans's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, But I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Является элементом медицины.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Это, оказывается, было не просто уточнение.
Other people may say that's too conservative a point of view.
Conservative? And what are you going to say to Mr. Fiddick if he loses his arm because of the operation? Because that's what's going to happen if the surgery is a failure.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Knowledge has always been and will remain our main weapon, and it has always come at a price. And personal initiative.
It is not a question of initiative, it is a question of integrity. These men and women have put their faith in us, Dr. Reed.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Ну что ж. Есть, конечно, неизвестные, но кажется, это просто пациенты. Нам по-прежнему неизвестно, где искать тех, кто может следить. за местной тюрьмой госпожой, которая, кажется, опять пришла к своему подопечному. Так. Ну все же. Добраться. Здесь уже все забрали. Все равно не понимаю, что доктор тут бегать умеет. Здесь можно выйти. Ладно. Сложные замки меня уже потрепать успели. Я хотел ходить, по какой-то причине не очень сильно противники появились. Буду надеяться, в этот раз мы сможем стрелять. Чего? Наконец, он отреагировал. Не теряй уже смысл улучшать. Нанесение оглушения. Не знаю. Если честно, я удивляюсь, как они вообще целы. Учитывая, что местный должен, так сказать, народич какой, не может так просто уничтожить. Записка мокрых ботинок. Относительно неплохих парней в Чаппеле. Кажется, одного я нашел. Это Альби. Он тупой, как табурет, но крепкий. Я попросил его раздобыть лекарства для продажи на черном рынке, но он быстро их доставил. При следующей встрече я скажу ему, что его провели в мокрые ботинки. Теперь он должен получать приказы у своих новых боссов. Интересно. Мокрые ботинки. Но тот спасен. А, нет, достаточно крепкий боец. Но хотелось бы все же как-то негативную сторону. Но обратно. Мы когда с ним уже пересекались, и не были. Не столько сильно. Здесь вроде никого нет. Но и обойти здесь тоже не получится. Печально. серьезно нет возможности. А нет, есть. Кажется, единственный шанс пройти через это здание. Стоп, отойди. Здесь есть гражданский.
It's locked.
Вы шутите. Я же надеялся обойти стражи с этой стороны. А нет, еще надо подняться. Да. Самый лучший выход. Ладно, так и будет. Да что будешь делать? Ну не откройся, чтобы знать, какой у меня уже был я. И уже получил по шапке.
What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages. This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Средства слепоты. Интересно. Средства слепоты? Хорошо. А подняться возможность есть. Посуду болеет. Опять. Ну что ж ты будешь делать, а? Если я лягу спать, это значит будет пройдена ночь. Это значит, что погибнут люди. Я просто даже не могу силы ему восстановить. Ну, точнее, улучшить. Ладно. Боюсь, на этом пока что все. Не получается мне добраться до нужного места чакры.